Milwaukee.com here with head coach Tim Huber. Coach, day before your big trip to Nicaragua, can you just kind of talk about, what was the thought process that kind of made this thing all come together for this year, going down there?
Yeah, it started a few years back actually. I went down there with a former player and his dad, and had an opportunity to see what life was like, and it was pretty eye-opening, and that was kind of where it got kick-started, and said, oh, this would be really cool to bring our guys down there, and he thought I was joking, and I don't know if I did or not. I think I was serious, but one thing led to another, and a couple years of planning, and the last few months have been pretty intense planning, and I'm ready to get on the road, ready to get down there and be done with the meetings and the planning, and hopefully things go okay. We know there's going to be stuff that happens in a situation like this. There'll be plans changed, and you roll with the punches, but we're looking forward to leaving tomorrow.
Getting down there, you're going to be, while down there, you're going to play some exhibition games against just local teams around the area.
Yeah.
Can you just kind of just give us an idea of maybe just briefly describe kind of what you expect to see from some of the teams there, what you're going to tell your guys to expect when playing against them?
Yeah, more than anything, we're playing baseball, in January, and getting a kick start. Ahead of any other team, we're able to get out and play games, and doing a foreign trip like that's what's pretty cool on the baseball piece. We've talked a lot about there's a lot more to it on this trip than baseball, but the baseball piece is going to be a big part, and going to be a good experience. We're starting to get a little better feel for who we're going to play. There's been some unknowns just because so Nicaragua has a professional league. There's 4 teams in a pro league down there, they're really good baseball players. There's some minor league players from Major League Baseball and guys that didn't quite make it, but are high-end elite type guys. And their league is just finishing up. They're in the final series is literally going on as we speak. I think it starts tomorrow, and so we'll actually, I think, going to play one of the teams that didn't make the final series next Friday. That's what we're understanding. If not, it's kind of like a minor league team of theirs. So they have like a minor league system, and then they play up to the major league piece of the puzzle in Nicaragua. It's at a different scale, obviously, but what kind of talent they have, I don't know. There's a couple other teams. We're going to play the Nicaraguan Baseball Academy, who's a little bit younger, but I think they'll have some talent. They're grooming them to be pro baseball players. That's why they're there in reality. So some younger kids, I think, that'll maybe look good. I don't know how they'll play as a team. We'll find out. And then the other back end of our trip, where we have a couple other games on the weekend, are maybe an amateur or local team that we don't know a lot about, but it'll be kind of very remote location in the mountains in Hinotega, and I think that'll be kind of cool too, just to see what their stadium and fields are like. And we did find out for sure we're playing one game in the national stadium in Managua, Dennis Martinez Stadium, which I've seen. It's cool. Our guys are going to just love it. Hopefully a fefew people come and watch from Managua, but I don't know. Either way, it's going to be cool to play in that stadium. So.
You briefly touched on it a little bit earlier. Can you kind of just take us, aside from the baseball stuff, can you just kind of take us through what's going to be kind of the itinerary for just the coaching staff and players while down there?
Yeah, we're pretty jam-packed. We're just talking with Landon Carr, a professor who ran our guys through a class here this last couple weeks, and there's some class stuff they still have to finish up. It's a little lighter in the class piece of the puzzle versus heavier on the baseball and the mission side of it. So we'll go see. You would do this anyways if you went to Nicaragua, or any location that you're sightseeing. You're going to go check out some museums and some older parts of the world in Leon and in Managua and Granada, Masaya, some of those places that are sightseeing areas. We have 2 days where we're doing clinics in a fairly rural area, rural part of Nicaragua, kind of the northern part of Nicaragua, and that's going to be a really cool experience for our guys. That's the time when we're staying with some families in the communities. We'll split our guys up in small groups and stay with some people that are much less fortunate, which will be a big eye opener. That'll probably be the biggest, really truly experience that our guys get. And then just kind of a couple practices as well. That's the bulk of it. They'll have a little bit of free time. We get a beach day at the back end of the trip, but there's a lot going on. We might go see one of the series final games if we can, but it doesn't fit into our schedule very well, so I don't know if it's going to work. But
Final question for you guys. There's you guys have kind of talked about following along with the blog, just with daily updates, videos, or just written stuff about it, or quick summaries of some of the games you play. Is this just kind of, is this something that you feel like every player or coach is going to have an input on, just to offer a different perspective for everyone?
Yeah, that's my hope. I mean, I think we'll give them the camera on some days during the games and just tell them, hey, if you see something cool or interesting, get it on camera, and we'll add it and upload it, and we'll probably maybe have some guest writers for a day, pick a senior or junior and a young guy, and then the coaches will write some of the stuff too. But hopefully that we're able to get internet like we think we can in the evenings to get it uploaded and put something on there. But I think it'll be a good experience. People will be able to see what we're doing, what's going on, and the video along with some written words on what we've seen and what's the experience been like.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking some time with us. Hope you guys have a safe trip down there, and can't wait to hear from you and your experience when you get down there.
Thanks.